Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, people. You're back with AutoMarkets again, built not bet, and today is another prediction Sunday. Yes, I'm recording it on Saturday, the 24th of May, and that is because on my Sundays I tend to not have enough time and they end up going out late. As you can see, I'm doing it at 10:30 at night on a Saturday. However, the markets aren't moving, so you're going to see the same thing tomorrow anyway. So that's why I do them on Saturdays. Um, as you can see, we're going to be going through the oil, the gold, and the NAS. The reason why we're doing that is for me, this is what I'm trading at the minute. If you guys request specific pairs, I'll get those done. But right now, I'm going to be doing what I'm doing because, well, that's what I want to do. It's more of just a breakdown so user can see how I break down the charts. And then, yeah, we can go from there. So let's get into this and let's get to a one that we can see has nothing on it. What we got scalp. Well, yeah, this one's cool. All right, cool. So what I tend to do is look at that. That's already charted actually. I haven't even okay, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. So far we have the uptrend on the daily, as you can see. Um, multiple uptrends. This one and that one. Okay, let's zoom in a bit there. What's happening here? Ah, I see what I've done. So I've done it to the wicks of these just to see if it does break out, that it will fall in line between the two. So I guess this range here would be my buffer. Okay. As you can see now, we are currently consolidating. Today was a very bullish day. So we're on the up. However, we are coming to a resistance level here. Reason why, excuse me, the reason why I call it a resistance level, as you can see, the wicks are stopping around this area. That one, this one. You've also got a body finishing here, and the wick is looking like it's going to finish here today too. Actually, it has. That's where it finished on Friday. Sorry, I'm saying today. I mean Friday. So yeah, that's already charted up. If I don't really need to change it, I'm not going to change it. I don't want to do too many changes. 4 hour, what I'm going to do is delete these. Move that. I'll probably do some new ones for the 4 hour. And I shouldn't even see them on the 23 minute. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so that 4 hour. Yep, so that's the drop on that. I'm not really bothered about that anymore. So let's remove that. I just want to clean up these charts. It looks like I've done another buffer again, which is why I've got two. That's fine. That's not an issue. Yeah, at the top of this 4 hour, we can see 3,430 is our resistance level, the high of the time. And we had like a smooth wave down, and now it's a corrective wave. So let's see what it plans to do. As we can see, it's broken out. It's sat on top of this level. Now, this is quite a level actually. Let's see what we can do with this. So we go from that to, oh yes, okay. Okay, so that is kind of the area we're working with at the minute. As you can see, it's going into this area and then deciding what it wants to do from there. Came up here, didn't like it, came down, came and retested, didn't now, came back for liquidity and pushed through. So we've now got a breakthrough. So you can probably expect this to retest as it looks like it's actually hit a level of support. The reason why I'm saying that, oh, let's have a look at this actually. Does this fit squarely? Nope. Ah, there we go. Okay. So that area there again, maybe even here. Okay. So as you can see now, it's hit an area of resistance. So now what it's going to do is retest either this green line or this box area. Once it does that, then I reckon we're going to get that push back through. It just needs to grab the liquidity. So Monday morning start might be a bit slow. However, I think we will break through this and continue on. We might get a bit of consolidation coming through this area until it breaks out, but I believe we will get the breakout at some point. Okay, let's So this is like 4 hour resistance, and I want to think globally. And cool. Let's go to the 1 hour. So like I said, on the 1 hour, we've come up. Oh, I'm gonna do something in a second, but yeah, we've come up on a bullish move, quite strong, broke through, did a nice move, strong candle there, come down, retested, got an engulfing candle, bullish candle over this one, and it's continued to this area here. Now the loads of wicks show that that this 4 hour resistance line level, whatever you want to call it, has some strength to it. It has some backbone, and it's stopping the price from pushing through it. However, you can see that we're kind of creating dojis in this area, which is trying to find where it stands. I would say that here is a bit of a support as well. So it's going to be looking for that push back upwards. Maybe it will come down and break back through, maybe not. Let's see what happens. I do expect this to be like a liquidity push. So I'm expecting it to come down for a few hours and then push straight through and break through. You'll probably get that push through around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock London session times, when it starts. So yeah, let's have a look out for that. Let's go to the 23 minute. Oh, before I do that, I said I was going to draw something. So I'm just noticing that we have this line here. Kind of, it's not a brilliant line, but as you can see, the candles are kind of respecting it. This candle is here too. So now we want to see if it breaks through it. I reckon it will come across more so. I don't think there's enough power on Monday in the morning prior to London session, when market opens, to really push it through. However, I could be wrong. But I think it's going to consolidate for a bit at least until London session. That's my thoughts anyway. Okay, 23-minute chart. This is a chart that I use personally. Don't have to use it. You can use a 15-minute. I'm not really seeing much on it apart from obviously breaks of structure and retests. And like what I've said, the fact that we've got this consolidation area, we've got a wick here, a hammer. Um, and as you can see, the body stayed literally in the same level as the rest of those bodies finished as well, started and finished. So that's quite a strong point that you need to take notice of and use your initiative to understand what is going on next. I do think it wants to push back up. Let's see how strong the push is. So that's my gold breakdown. I haven't had to do much because of the simple fact that, as you can see, it was already charted up. So let's go to, yeah, let's do oil here. Why not? Right, oil. I'm gonna close this one because it's not labeled. There we go. Uh, as you can see, I've done one on the bodies and one on the wicks. Okay, so let's see what we're working with. We have a level of support and resistance here on the SR. Sync overlay. Excuse me. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Sorry, I'm losing my focus now. Let's see what we can get out of this, what we're looking at. Okay, so we've got a bit of a consolidation area here. If we draw this from there to what we say there, roughly, that seems like a decent area. Had a bit of a breakout, but it's still there, rocking and popping. And this is what we're looking at. Is that bottom nice or no? What we're saying with that bottom? I think I'm going to keep it down here, to be fair. But that is a consolidation area, and this is what you're working with. So come Monday, just understand what the market may be doing. As you can see, we've had a pullback candle as on Friday. And let's see if we get that corrected. This is an engulfing candle, so we may get another push back up. It might actually break through, but let's see what happens. 4 hour, let's see what we're looking at with this one. So it's a bit of a zoom in to what I just showed you. And I've already got another one, another rectangle here, a block of orders. And as you can see, it's broken out of this block, sorry, and it retested and came back in. It retested structure, came back in. Let's see what happens now, because that's quite a big engulfing candle led by a doji, and it looks like it just tried to push more power, but the markets had closed, which tells me that possibly we might have a gap in the market when we reopen, and it might be a lot higher up. Not gonna lie, I'm not really seeing anything today. Probably because I've already charted up, so I'm not seeing any fresh ideas. Let me know what you guys think, whether you think in future I should give fresh charts and rechart them or not. One thing I can say, I can see whether it stands for now. Okay, so that hasn't really looked like how I expected it to look. The reason why I'm saying that is because none of this is respecting it. Let's try and go from here. Nope. Okay, that's not got there. So maybe that might be the one. Um, it's kind of a dumb way to do it. I don't normally do it like this, but I'm just trying to find where there might be an area of resistance. As you could see when I did it off these wicks, these candles didn't respect it in any way, shape, or form, and that's kind of what I look for when I'm charting and drawing. As you can see, my candles tend to respect one or the other line. So this one's respecting the horizontal, this one respects the diagonal, and that's what I look for. And that's kind of when I know that I've charted it correctly. Uh, let's go again. So 23 minutes. Okay, so you've got that consolidation as it came here. Obviously, this is a down trend, diagonally down 23 minutes resistance line. As much as it is uh, going down, it's still resistance because it's resisting it from crossing over. It's not holding it above, it's stopping it from being it's holding it down basically. And as it broke through with literally no power, it's just moved across sideways in a consolidating market. That tells you that this trend has finished now, and it's anyone's game now. So that's why you got that big push down, because you could see that the buyers were pushing it in slowly, and sellers realized what they was doing. They barked it back down, even loads of wick at the bottom, because they didn't have the liquidity to continue on under this 1 hour support line. And the buyers came back in and pushed it all the way back up. And now we're at this same issue again. They've got a 23-minute support line and maybe another higher time frame. I don't know what time frame this one is, so I can't tell you. But yes, as you can see, they're fighting for a decision. So what the breakout you're looking for is anything above this line. Let's say about, there we go, anything above this area here. So you're looking at the middle of that being 64.591. Okay, so yes, this is kind of no longer needed. It's a confirmation to say yes, we've broke out. It's then broken out of this one also, and as you can see, it's respecting it, which is why I know that this is a good line that's been drawn. And yeah, so the next one I would say is something like this. Let's see if it follows it. As you can see, it's coming to an area where it has to break out one or the other way. So let's see what happens. Last one before I decide to hit the sack. NAS100, aka US Tech. Top 100 tech countries, companies. Let's get it. So this looks a bit steep to me. Don't really like it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, So we have a consolidation area here. What we're looking at, what we're looking at, what we're looking at. There we go. And if we drag that over, it's coming to it, hit that middle line area there and come back down. This could also be a retest as it has broken into the area. So it's just a retest just to make sure it doesn't want to go back out. You've also got your 1 day resistance holding it down as well as this line going across. So you've got two resistance areas in the same touch period, and that is why it's quite strong. However, as you can see that this body has left the wick down below, which means that this area here, where you can see 1, 2, 3 touches, four, oh, okay, maybe gone through a bit that one, 5, yeah. So there's quite a few touches, so it's quite a respected line. So maybe there is something here that I've missed. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. That looks like a decent sort of respect level. Whether it will be how strong it is, I don't know. Whether it will break through, that's someone else's guess. We're gonna have to find out when the market goes live. I think this is a retest to see what the market's thinking. If it doesn't break out, which I don't think it will because of this wick, it's gonna continue going either sideways or up and break out above, and that's what you want to be looking out for. However, this is the daily chart, so don't expect it to happen too quickly. This is something that's going to be happening over the week. 4 hour. Let's see what we've got. Consolidation again. I'm not really seeing nothing really happening yet. We might have to wait for next week because this looks a bit weak this week. Not much movement on the higher time frames anyway. Good scalping week to be fair. I did get a few scalps in this week. But yeah, higher time frame swinging, not really much happening. Like I said, downtrend currently on the 4 hour. Wait for this to break out. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm getting tired. I'm talking very slowly now. There we go. 1 hour is not looking much different. Oh, there we go. A bit of an insight there. See how it's respecting these levels, respecting, breaks through all the way down to here, then comes back up and goes through that retest again. These are the kind of things you want to be looking for when trading because they will help you get into entries, especially if you had this drawn from before this purple box that I've got. As you see the market come down and respect the area, okay, yeah, maybe it's not spot on, but you know it's that area, and then that candle's left a wick, and the second one's left a wick as well. You know it's go time. So yeah, these are the kind of things I look out for when I'm trading. I do apologize that I'm not being able to give you much if thens because I'm not really seeing them. I need more to happen in the market at the minute. Plus, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to use it as an excuse. So yeah, but we are built, not begged. Let's keep our heads into the charts. Stay spiritually minded. Ask God for some wisdom and some discernment when we're going to open up a trade and when to close it also. Let's keep it going, kings and queens. We are built, we are not begged for. Let's do this. Love you guys. Peace out. Like, follow, share, subscribe, everything. Please help me out.